extraordinary. It runs at $1.50. All in now, light is on. First at Eagle Farm, first of 9. Good forward track. Weather perfect. Racing. Vodka Martini was second out of the gates. Gemelon Bolt actually won the start from Vodka Martini. You'll be missed third away. Fourth on settling down, Reliable Ruby. Hard landing on the way forward. La Melody showing no early speed. Second last in the first call, and Park Avenue is last of all. They steady up mid-race for 1,000 metres. Gemelon Bolt holds the front. Vodka Martini in close attendance though, trailing by a head, 600 left to run. Hard landing comes up 3 wide. Behind them You'll Be Missed. Park fourth the rail, then Reliable Ruby. Fifth on turning for home, La Melody second last, and Park Avenue's at the tail end. On straightening by the 400 metre pole, Vodka Martini alongside Gemelon Bolt and going better. You'll Be Missed came off the heels to try and give chase, and Reliable Ruby is down the outside. Vodka Martini, the short price favourite, and heavily back favourite, reached the lead from Reliable Ruby. La Melody and Park Avenue making ground. Vodka Martini below the 100 is clear. There's a wall for the miners, but the shorty is home. Vodka Martini first. Second, maybe La Melody from Park Avenue. You'll Be Missed and Reliable Ruby not too far away, and a gap to Hard Landing and Gemelon Bolt at the tail end.
So the hot favourite Vodka Martini salutes in the opening event on McCard and did it well. He didn't break as well as Gemelon Bolt. It appeared that Bailey Wheeler wanted to lead on Gemelon Bolt, and then he backed it right off. But he had Vodka Martini right there with him on his outside, and Vodka Martini has put them away at about the 250 and maintained a decent margin. And then there was a chasing pack. Who gets second? La Melody has run well there. She's in that photo for second with Park Avenue. But Vodka Martini, he's like the regular ATM machine, this guy. Just send him around and he'll pick up a check. Big prize money win last start at Doomben, and he gets the bulk of the purse here today. It's a real family affair with Kelly Sweeter, Kelly Train Messiah, Agitate. This guy's from a semi-Palatinsk mare. There wouldn't be too many of them around, I wouldn't think, these days, but this mating has produced a very, very honest 4-year-old. And that's win number 5 at start 8 today. Park Avenue gets second, and then La Melody, a further photo for fourth. But he was just put in a gun spot there, beautifully handled by CJ Graham. Bernie, and the hot favourite wins the first.
Yes, the hot favourite does win the first. I bet you didn't think he'd be starting $1.50 odd here, Cal.
Oh, crazy, isn't it? But anyway, they know more than I do. But look, he's got good form. I think he's won 5, I think, and 2 seconds and a third from 8 runs. So he's an ideal little horse. Good bunch of owners. No, it was great.
Obviously, he's by Agitate, so that's a little special for you as well.
Yeah, a lot of trained Agitate. He won 5 or 6 races. Pretty quick horse, especially out of the gate. So, no, it's good. And, you know, as I was saying this morning on the radio, Tony Having and a few of the folks owned Agitate, and Jan McMillan had the mare, so put them together and they got this little bug. He's a foolproof race, the easiest horse in the world to train. I feel embarrassed taking training fees.
And so you should. Are you a part owner? Oh, you are too, Kelly.
Yeah, Tony gave me a share, so it was good. God bless him.
You got given a share.
But good for CJ. She likes this little horse. Rode him good. Got pulling a little bit, but she just took the sit. I think it wasn't a bad little race, that race.
It doesn't seem to matter, 1,000, 1,200, either.
Yeah, look, and I think there's some nice races. I mean, he's cutest, so he might be a king of the mountain horse. You never know. But no, he's ideal type.
That's a perfect target to head for, at least, isn't it?
Yeah, it is a nice race, big money. He's a natural little racehorse.
Agitate was jet black. This guy got the flashy chestnut with the white face.
Yeah, completely different, you know, but they got similar racing tactics. No, it's good.
Well done, Kel.
Thank you.
All right, there is winning trainer Kelly Sweeter, 8 Agitate. Agitate, Vodka Martini by Agitate. Takes out the first, beats 9 Park Avenue around the $11 mark. 7 La Melody has run third, and fourth has gone to Reliable Ruby. It was a real blanket finish there, and You'll Be Missed has finished in 5th spot. We'll have a quick chat with CJ Graham. She's obviously based here and going to finish out her apprenticeship here in Brisbane. She's going absolute great guns as well. Still claiming 2 here and is with Kelly Sweeter. So Kelly giving CJ a lot of support, as are many of the trainers here. She's a great little jockey. and we feel privileged to have her in town. So let's have a chat. Well done, CJ. I believe you are pretty hot on this little fellow.
Yeah, God, he's just a ready-made little racehorse. He doesn't wait for him. I was a little bit worried when Gamelon Bolt dropped off so quickly. I was left out in front wanting a long way from home, but to his credit, he just pins his ears back and he doesn't wait for him at all.
You asked him to sort of relax a little bit in the middle stages. He was slightly busy, but I felt as though he was listening to you. I mean, they weren't ripping along by any means.
Yeah, I knew we'll go on a pretty, steady tempo, and I was happy with where I had him. I knew he was pulling a little bit, but I knew it wasn't enough that he was dragging himself into the ground. No, I'm just rapt to be able to ride another winner for Kel and just rapt to get the opportunities.
We love having you here. Well done.
I love being here. Thanks, Bernie.
What a girl. There she is, CJ Graham.
Have this over the line. They've all upped their winnings from the first into this second race. Betcha the Crown pretty solid at $6. Matthew Flinders 15 into 12 late, but all about Kanazawa in race 2. Punters looking to go
The red light, they're off and racing now. Kanazawa with the blinkers on was actually first to go, progressing towards the lead. Satay Chicken going forward, not too far away after the start. Lucky Decision with Bull Dimple Rana, and Viminelli now starts to gather speed, but the favourites in front. In the second half of the field, Matthew Flinders outside of Bedford Square, then came Lately, and Betcha the Crown was taken back to be last. They go towards the 1,000 metres, and Kanazawa controls affairs. Viminelli trails by 3/4 of a length. 2 to Satay Chicken third, getting him one off the rail, and Bull Dimple Run fourth the fence. 2 lengths away, Bedford Square. He's railing to be a little worse than midfield inside of Lucky Decision. Then came Lately, Matthew Flinders, and Betcha the Crown, the second favourite. He's last of all. At the other end is Kanazawa, doing it comfortably, doing it well. Just over 600 left to run, and no excuse in the world if beaten. Leads Viminelli by just over a length. Satay Chicken now on the move, 3 wide coming to the turn. Then Bull Dimple Run, Bedford Square, Lucky Decision. Matthew Flinders making a move. Betcha the Crown coming the widest, and then came Lately. Fully homeward bound, 300 left to Rana. Kanazawa leads the way with Viminelli. Trying to have a crack on the outside, still a length behind Kanazawa, who's going better than Viminelli, and the others look to be going for place money only. Kanazawa in front. Viminelli's not shirking the task. Betcha the Crown down the outside, then Bedford Square. Kanazawa in front, no real margin. Viminelli trying hard. Oh! Photo. Viminelli put in a dive at Kanazawa from Bedford Square. Then came Lucky Decision, Satay Chicken, Betcha the Crown out wider, followed by Lately, then Matthew Flinders, and trailing them home was Bull Dimple Run.
Viminelli on the outside. Kanazawa. We're waiting for the numbers to go up, but looking at that, they've gone up, the Viminelli team, and it's lunged at Kanazawa right on the line. Boris Thornton did everything but get off and carry Kanazawa, and the 9 gets it on the outside, trained by Lindsay Goff. Lindsay's got a couple in the Cleveland Bay in Townsville today. And his right-hand man, Tommy Barbary, is here, and he went wild over the last 50 metres, Tommy. I saw him in the grandstand there. He's willed Viminelli over the line, and he gets up at 10.50 and 2.10. Those Freedom Rally form lines again. Well, what to do with Kanazawa? Canted in the lead. Shoots clear and gets run down in the last couple of strides. Bedford Square, very good there, third up. And then Satay Chicken, good, 3 deep in the breeze all the way. 9, 3, 11 and 5. Bernie Viminelli has bloused the odds-on favourite.
All right, Tom Barbary's here to have a chat. They're going crazy out here about this horse. And Tom, you're a minor shareholder as well. So, no, you're not a shareholder. I thought you were the owner as well.
I wouldn't mind it.
Yeah, well done on the win. And
you need to pick
what were the confidence levels like today?
Look, Bern, we were sort of... We were here to run well. Obviously, the starting price profile of the favourite was a worry. Like, they tumbled him to him. But, yeah, this horse, we've had full faith in this horse for a long time. He's a lovely type from a beautiful family that's been really good to the stable. Lindsay's had so much luck with the family, and yeah, we couldn't be happier.
Lindsay's in Townsville today. Can you win the Cleveland Bay?
The old chestnut horse, he's coming along all right. He's been racing very well up there. Could be a bit sticky from gate 16, but yeah, we'll be with a shot.
How are you going to handle all these owners?
Oh, I'm shaking. But they're just great clients, and they've been so loyal to Linz for a long time, and it's just so good to reward them with a Saturday Town winner.
About to complete the line, Matawatapi, and we'll be ready to go. Race 3 at Eagle Farm. After a slight delay, the red light goes on. Set for action. Ashgrove the favourite. Gates open and they're racing now. Matawatapi in the end came out a couple of lengths behind them. Ashgrove began quickly. Enterprise Mere off the inside is going to just poke through though and take the easiest of leads at the moment. Be Water, my friends, going to park up in second. Ashgrove third behind them. The outside of Gaius fourth the rail. 3/4 Grecian Lass. A length and a half then to Hot Spring Gold, who's over on the inside and maybe a little worse than midfield there. Hokahay looks to be on his outside. 2 further back then to more than number 1 from Eaglemont. Matawatapi last of all, 9 lengths off the leader. They run towards the 900 metres mark now and off the back straight. Enterprise Mere leads the way. Out by a length to Beam Water, my friend, travelling comfortably in second. Gaius gets a good run third, the inside. Not so for Grecian Lass, out 3 wide in fourth. Then Ashgrove the centre, a couple of lengths further back to Hot Spring Gold from Hokahay. And then came more than number 1. Eaglemont second last, the inside, and a length and a half to Matawatapi, who whips them in. Running to the turn, 550 metres to go. Enterprise Mere should have plenty of gas in the tank. A length and a half to Be Water, my friend. Gaius looking for the way clear. Ashgrove about to get to the outside, the favourite. Then Grecian Lass under pressure. Running up behind them, Hot Spring Gold. Hokahay more than number 1 right down the middle. Enterprise Mere quickly gone. Moving up on the outside, Be Water, my friend. And joining in Ashgrove as well, even deeper. They're across the track, 125 to go. Ashgrove, Be Water, my friend, driving through Hot Spring Gold with Hokahay wider. Hot Spring Gold's the one. Hot Spring Gold in the middle. Came clear in the end, won at a length. 2 in second, Be Water, my friend. Not sure third. Enterprise Mere came back with Hokahay, who was out wider. Then Eaglemont, Ashgrove. Next in Gaius, followed by Matawatapi, and then Grecian Lass. And more than number 1 was the final one over.
So 2 is the winner. Hot Spring Gold. Close for second between Be Water, my friend, Red Cap, and Hokahay on the outside. And then equally as close for fourth, Enterprise Mere on the rails there. And then Ashgrove number 4. So Hot Spring Gold better today. Again, he didn't fly out of the gates, but he was always travelling quite strongly right behind Gaius. He was cut out for a run at the 200, so Martin Harley.
All right, Hot Spring Gold takes out the third race here today at Eagle Farm. Let's have a chat with Corey Munson. We'll leave Mum and Dad overseas, will we, for a while?
Oh, I think so. Things are going well. This bloke, he's got a bit of a special spot for me. Just great to win for the Queensland Rogues. Speaking with Terry yesterday, Terry Kennedy, and nothing went to plan the other day, and poor Sam unfortunately wasn't on the horse, but we've drawn well today. Martin on board, he's riding as good as anyone up here, and just had a lovely run, 3 back the fence, and it got a little bit sticky there. He lost a bit of momentum, which at a crucial point in the race, but he's going well, this horse, and just great. He's won at the track and distance before too.
He just loves this place, doesn't he?
Yeah, close to home. But yeah, no, he's just a stunning horse. He's just a beautiful horse. So it's great to have him in the stable.
I mean, there was a big tip around for him last start.
Yeah, look, things never just went to plan, unfortunately. He come out a little bit tardy, which he is known to do. Got a little far back, and he's just had to make a long, sustained run there from the half mile, and he probably peaked at the furlong, but any horse would have done the same thing.
So Mum and Dad are in Venice at the moment. Would they be up nice and early to watch?
I'm surprised I haven't got a FaceTime yet. On Wednesday, I was there FaceTiming the races live, and it's about 3 a.m. over there at the moment. So
Fantastic. Well, you're doing a great job. Enjoy the win.
Thanks, Bernie. Team effort.
Sky Out goes in. Carbonetti comes up, and they're locked and loaded for race 4. Light turned on. Ready for action, they're off and racing now. And Mariinsky, the roughie, came away poorly, missed it by 3 or 4 lengths. Grinzing and I will use barrier 1 and the speed it normally has to go through and lead. Carbonetti going with it early, and Sky Up, they're riding him forward off the wide gate. He's 3 wide in the early part, trying to get it a little bit closer. Savaleo not too far away with Oz Legend. They're 4th and 5th in the first call. Roller Coaster settling midfield on the rail, then Chase Nardi on his outside, followed by Phillipsburg, Sherdak, Bashani, Spartan, and after the slow getaway, Mariinsky finds itself last. Working up the side, 1,700 metres left to go. Grinzing and Knight in his favourite role bowls along. Carbonetti drops to the rail to trail, and third the outside was Sky Out as they went inside the mile. 2 to Savaleo, parked 4th outside of Oz Legend, 3/4 away 5th on the rail. A length Chasenardi, 1 to Roller Coaster, just over a length to Phillipsburg and 3/4 to Sherdak, and the tail end pair, Mashani Spartan on the outside of Mariinsky. Along the back straight, 1,300 left to run. Grinzing and Knight currently making every post a winning post. Sky Out second, Carbonetti third, and both are getting good runs on speed. There's no change to the running order. Savaleo in 4th of those blue and pink colours. Oz Legend a length away in 5th, the 1 to Chasenardi. Followed by Roller Coaster, and then came Phillipsburg, Sherdak, Bashani Spartan, and Mariinsky. 10 lengths top end to tail. They've all had every chance so far. Down the side, 900 left to run, and Grinzing and I, can he do it all of the way? Sky Out in close attendance, and likewise Carbonetti third. Ormond has the favourite in the box seat, Savaleo, now moving up on its outside. Chasenardi starts to make some ground, and then Oz Legend nearer the rail, followed by Phillipsburg, Roller Coaster 4th last, Sherdak 3rd last at the 600 metres, and still Mariinsky and Mashani Spartan were the last pair. Up to the turn, 500 left to run. Business end of things now, where Grinzing and Knight, tackled by Carbonetti. He slipped off the rail, Ormond took the favourite to the lead on straight digger. Oz Legend gets into the clear. Sky Up battling away, Savaleo, Chasenardi, they're both putting in. Wider Phillipsburg, and the widest was Sherdak. Carbonetti's in front, but it's a slender margin as Oz Legend goes up to have a crack on the outside. Then Savaleo, Chasenardi, Phillipsburg and Sherdak is still running on. They're across the track. 100 left to run. I can see Sherdak out wide. Oz Legend and Chasenardi. Here comes the winning post. Sherdak out wide, too strong. Beat Chasenardi. Third over the line was Oz Legend. 4th, not certain. You've got Carbonetti knocking up, not far away, Roller Coaster, and then Phillipsburg. Followed by Savaleo, then Mariinsky. Sky Out dropped off. So did Grinzing and Knight, and Mashani Spartan came home a long last.
Well, it was good to see a solid test. We saw Grinzing and Knight rolling along there. Nice solid tempo for the stayers, and this guy's come from well off the speed. That's what he needed. A good solid tempo. Chernak, he'd run another lap, this horse. He just warms up when he gets to these 2200s, and he's been able to just last. Chasenardi went with him, and Oz Legend had burst through in the middle. He's held down third. It's close for 4th. Maybe Ponsonby on the outside there. Number 9 might get 4th. Phillipsburg, number 9, trained by James Ponsonby, does get that minor number. So there are the placings, 12, 5, 2 and 9. Chernak, it was just all about him getting the right run, and Mark Duplessis knows the horse pretty well. He had him in the right position at the top of the straight, and he needed every bit of the 400-metre home straight here, Bernie, at Eagle Farm.
Yeah, he loved every bit of it, didn't he? Brett Killian's here to have a chat to us now about this horse. Chernak, and it was a long straight and 2200 right up his alley, Brett.
Yeah, he's deserved a Metro win like this. He races well, and he doesn't get a lot of luck because of his racing pattern. He sort of gets back and he needs speed on, and yeah, it took him the length for the straight, but I think, even next prep, he will develop into a nice stayer.
I think Mark Duplessis certainly earned his riding fee there. I mean, you would look at them at the 600 and he's chasing him, and he's working hard at the 400, and he worked all the way down the straight. At least we know he's very, very fit.
He is. You probably noticed how, well he looked in the yard. And Mark, I think Mark's riding as really, really well at the moment. I'm very happy to put him on.
And the other guy, Carbonetti, just sort of struggled to run the trip, do you think?
Yeah, he might. I thought he was pretty brave. He may have come to the end now. And Oz Legend ran well.
Well done.
Thanks.
Waireri Falls goes to the outside gate. All clear given from behind. Red light turned on. They're set. Off and racing. Shopping a Spree jumped on terms. Fast Talking probably the first to go from Hasbro, but here's some speed out wide. Waireri Falls ridden forward, as is Linthorpe Lad. Nick Our Spur settling about fifth, and Tony B in those yellow colours down sixth on the rail. 3 to Shopping a Spree, and then came Barnan and Trevelyan out to last. That's the first call. Down the back, 1500 left to Rana. Hasbro keen to go faster, leads Waireri Falls by 3/4 of a length. 2 lengths away third, Linthorpe Lad outside of Fast Talking, who's got a box seat fourth on the inside. Nick Our Spur was next, covering Tony B. Then Shopping a Spree and Barnum keeping company, and Trevelyan just bobbing along at the tail end, around 8 to 9 off the lead. Along the back straight, short of 1200 left to Rana. Hasbro is going to try and lead all of the way. Waireri Falls trails in by 1 length. Fast Talking getting that good run in third, and likewise Linthorpe Lad in fourth as they leave the back and move to the side. Then came over on the inside Tony B, being covered by Nick Our Spur. There's no change to the running order. Shopping a Spree ridden quietly, being safe for one final dash. Third last, 5 to 6 off them. On his inside was Barnard, and Trevelyan about 2.5 away in last. 700 left to run. Hasbro has called the shots from the get-go and currently going okay. Waireri Falls for the first time edges closer, moves up to within ahead of the leader. Linthorpe Lad easing 3 wide. Nick Our Spur comes calling 4 wide. Shopping a Spree 5 wide at the bend. Fast Talking behind that quintet, looking for the way clear. Then came Tony B, who was shuffled back, followed by Barnard, and Trevelyan was a long way back. In the home straight though, Nick Our Spur drove to the front. Shopping a Spree given full bore. Waireri Falls trying to battle away, and Barnard was running on. Shopping a Spree in a duel with Nick Our Spur. Waireri Falls not giving up, and then came Tony B and Barnard. Shopping a Spree's got it narrowly. Tony B on the outside went bang! Whooshka! Tony B got up, beat either Nick Our Spur, Shopping a Spree, or Waireri Falls, and Barnard not far away. Then came Fast Talking, Trevelyan, Linthorpe Lad, and Hasbro dropped down and ran last.
Tony B, with no weight, has sailed home down the outside to get up and score, carrying only 50 kilos. Now, he was the market mover. Pretty close for the Miners. Stablemate Shopping a Spree is most prominent for second. Nick Our Spur and Waireri Falls was started up today. Ensured the gallop was quite strong. The leader, Hasbro, had a bit of company there with Waireri Falls, so the gallop was good, and horses back in the field have been able to finish off. This guy gave them about 3 lengths start with 100 metres to go, but he's got a feather, an absolute feather on his back, and he goes bang late and gets up to score in a 4-way finish. Bar none. Was back in 5th spot, Bernie, but the money was there. You kind of liked him a little bit earlier today.
Oh, Maxie, when I was doing the form for Playbook, I originally started with this guy on top. I went right back, actually, and watched a lot of his runs, and 1,800 metres is an absolute pet trip for this horse. He did have a long layoff there at one stage. Let's talk with Brett Killian to find out a little bit more about this guy, but a no weight, and you got a beautiful ride from CJ Graham also. Well done.
Yeah, very happy for her. Look, they generally sort of can improve second up here once they've had a little bit of time to settle in, and kind of had a long searching run at Doomben, and today he was safe late and no weight, and he was able to sprint well.
Yeah, I mean, he had 59 at Doomben and today just 50.
Hence the money for him, I guess, yeah.
This would appear to be his sort of pet distance, 1,800. Will he head to a little bit further now, though?
Well, I think the way he finished off, you wouldn't think 2,000s beyond him, but I know his record is impeccable at this trip, yeah.
And of the others, Waireri Falls, good?
He was good, just had to do a little bit early to cross because starting on the bend there, and Shopping a Spree was brave, stepping up the 1,800, yeah.
All right, great stuff. Enjoy the double.
Thank you.
Brett Killian in charge of the Chris Waller team, and they get a double on the board. So we got a dead heat for fourth, third here. So numbers are 10, 7.
last weekend. Now they're all in. All set. Race 6 at Eagle Farm. Well-behaved lot. Starter has a last look. Racing. Gemeldi came away awkwardly. Don't know what happened at the start there, but he's about second last out. Hodgson began fast, showing early speed as Space Boy taking on Hodgson now. Ned's Gully in the right spot early. He's third and Zingalong fourth around the first bend. Gemeldi, after that awkward start, goes up to be fifth on the fence inside of Telephone Booth. Two to Crazy Train, and then came Fastling, Safe Work, and Sea Ripple as last of all. Travelling down the side, 700 left to run. Space Boy controlling, but Ned's Gully is right behind it, stalking it. Racing third, the inside Hodgson. Zingalong fourth, might be 3 wide at the halfway mark. Gemeldi parked in 5, then Telephone Booth outside of Fastling, Crazy Train, Safe Work and Sea Ripple, they were the last 3. On straightening now, 4.25 left to Rana, Space Boy trying to do it most of the way. Ned's Gully moved up on the outside to issue a strong challenge. Gemeldi went up to third, Hodgson under pressure, then Zingalong, in fact most are under pressure, although Safe Work starting to run on fairly, and Crazy Train down the outside. Ned's Gully got to Space Boy, Gemeldi can't reach Ned's Gully as yet, 100 to go, it's Ned's Gully in front. What's this coming home at any old odds? Fastling, Ned's Gully the leader, Fastling getting through on the inside, hell, photo finish. Fastling made a dive at Ned's Gully. Gemeldi or Space Boy, and then Sea Ripple. Safe Work next, followed by Telephone Booth, Crazy Train, Hodgson, and last over the line was Zingalong. Have I got the right horse? Have I got the right horse?
They hit it. Ned's on that. Ned's on that. Ned's Gully, just from Fastling. I don't know whether Trevor Thomas felt he won or not. The trainer of Fastling. Originally I thought Fastling, but that shows us clearly a margin to Ned's Gully. Half a stride later, the roughie gets up. Well, Ned's Gully has just lasted. He's felt the pinch late there. He took the trail, but he was out on his hooves 100 metres to go. Look at Fastling really gathering momentum late. Gemeldi stumbled badly out of the gates. I don't know whether we can have a look at that. I noticed that Ned's Gully and Gemeldi, from memory, they were side by side in the gates and they were a bit fidgety when the button went off. And he stumbled badly, Gemeldi, and then he was revved up and then he took charge of the rider getting up on heels. Gates 4 and 5 we're looking at here. Ned's Gully, red sleeves, blue colours, and on his outside you can see Gemeldi. He's got an attendant in there with him, and he just sort of jumps awkwardly and then stumbles. So we'll just have a quick look at this, Bernie, and then hand it over to you. Yeah. So he's jumped very awkwardly there and he was well back to win. But the result goes to Ned's Gully, Bernie.
Yeah, thanks very much, Maxie. Paul Wallace joins us for a chat now. Paul, you've got quite the little star here in Ned's Gully, and he's sort of been your best horse, and I love the way you're looking after him.
Yeah, he's going well. I thought we lost that, but yeah, it's great.
It was close, but to be fair, your guy was sort of up on the speed and presented pretty early, and it is a long way down that straight.
It is a long straight, that's for sure, but he was tough enough to get there, so that's great.
At what stage did you think you had a serious Metro horse on your cards?
Nearly from day start sort of thing. He's been showing us a lot. He gives us a lot of a hard time. He's a hard horse to train, that's for sure, but it's worthwhile, that's for sure. Yeah.
And as far as city wins go, where does this sit for you?
I have trained Group 3, so in a listed race, so it's not there yet, but we'll work at it.
Still a lot of fun, isn't it?
Exactly. Yeah.
Good on you, Paul. Well done.
Thanks, Bernie.
All right, there is Paul Wallace. We've got to head to Kembla. One question, Jaden. He's not the easiest horse to ride, but you got it done.
Yeah, he can get quite worked up before the races. Just trying to keep him calm, and he did get quite stirred up today. I sort of felt like the last 100 he felt that, but he's very tough.
Well done.
Thanks, Bernie.
All right, Jaden Lloyd rides the favourite home narrowly. Oh boy, 100 to 1 pot runs second, but 3 bigs 4, 5 and 2 as we head to Kembla.
Quick Tempo goes up. The line is right. Set to jump in race 7 at Eagle Farm. The light is on. Already. Racing. Jumping in a good line, King Klaus and Ubiquitous, the two expected pair, were the first two to go. Wisdom of Water third away, Super Air settles down fourth. Then Vainstream, followed by Quick Tempo, Mass Destruction, and the Bopper. The Bopper is last of all. Down the side, 700 from the judge. King Klaus keeps out Ubiquitous, but I tend to think they're controlling it up front. Two to Wisdom of Water and a Butte Spot third, but he's keen to go faster. He's right on the chewy. Over on the inside, Super Air lies in fourth. Quick Tempo got to a good spot fifth at the turn. Then Vainstream, Mass Destruction, and the Bopper turned in last, 6 off the lead. Fully homeward bound, 350 left to run. Leader was King Klaus from Ubiquitous, given its head on the outside. Then Wisdom of Water, Quick Tempo trying to run on. Further back was Mass Destruction. The Bopper's got work to do. Ubiquitous got to King Klaus and went to the lead. Hands and heels. Super Air was next. Quick Tempo, Mass Destruction. The Bopper flying. Here comes the post. Ubiquitous and King Klaus. They hit it. Photo again. King Klaus or Ubiquitous or King Klaus from Mass Destruction and the Bopper. A busy finish. Quick Tempo couldn't quite come on. Then Super Air, Vainstream and Wisdom of Water gave up, and he failed to beat a runner home.
All right, King Klaus or Ubiquitous. A nose to King Klaus. And then Mass Destruction and then the Bopper. So those two, we're seeing this a lot in 1,000-metre races here at Eagle Farm, where the leaders are steadying and the backmarkers are finding it difficult. And under the circumstances, Mass Destruction and the Bopper were exemplary there, but the winner, Ubiquitous, he's a real good 1,000-metre horse, and he got conditions to suit him today under Kyle Wilson-Taylor, and he just gets there. King Klaus was gallant, wasn't he? He's a good old boy, King Klaus. He's got this never say die attitude. He's kicking strongly under Dale Smith, but the heads are out of sync. They're bobbing close to the line, and Ubiquitous's nose has been able to go down right where it counted. Mass Destruction and then the Bopper back in fourth, and then behind those was Quick Tempo. But Ubiquitous the winner for Chris Anderson, Bernie, and Kyle Wilson-Taylor in Masato.
Yeah, it's just fabulous for Chris. This horse, Ubiquitous, really has become the pin-up horse of the stable. Well done on another strong win.
Yeah, he's a tenacious bugger. We keep using that word with him all the time, and he just keeps raising the bar, and he was there to get beat, and they just sort of paired off, and it was a ding-dong affair, and we were just lucky enough to get our head down at the right time. So, yeah, very, very proud of the horse. He is our stable star. He's flying our flag. Hopefully we can find a few more like him moving forward. But we'd love to get a chance to take him south. We've accepted for 2 races in Sydney over the past 6 weeks. We've drawn awful, so there's better things ahead for this guy, and there's a feature 1,000-metre sprint at Doomben in about 4 or 5 weeks. So we might keep him at home at this stage, but he's doing a super job, and Kyle rated him perfectly.
What do you do with him between races? Is he easy horse to manage?
Yeah, we've got him in a perfect little routine. He gets on a truck, he goes to Washpool Lodge every Monday. He spends the day in the paddock after a water walker, and he spends a week there. It comes back, and it's just a beautiful routine, 3 and 4 weeks, 5 weeks between runs. He just thrives.
Hit and repeat.
Exactly, Bernie.
Good on you, Chris. Well done.
Thanks so much.
All right, there is winning trainer Chris Anderson. He's got the key to this fellow now, Ubiquitous. He's a mature 5-year-old these days, really developed physically, looking great and winning narrowly here today. But King Klaus is a pretty hard horse to get by. 3 beats to 6 and 1 as we head to Kembla. Let's have a chat now to winning jockey Kyle Wilson-Taylor, and it was literally in that last push you got this fellow's head over the line.
Yeah, it was very gutsy today. Obviously, he likes to lead on his own terms, and he didn't get that today. And he's got some quirks. He wanted to hang off the track and do all sorts of things, bar concentrate. But he loves the dogfighting. He can stay in a good gallop, and he was very tenacious today.
It looked as though he liked going stride for stride with King Klaus.
Well, he put a good half length on him, and to the other horse's credit, he fought back, and they had a real good ding-dong battle. But, yeah, no, it was good to get the win. This horse, I feel as though he's finally sort of matured everywhere now, sort of mentally, mostly physically, actually. Yeah, he has. I still like him to a bit more the way he was carrying on outside the leader, but he is coming into his own, and he's racing that way. Great ride, well done. Thank you.
They're all in now. The light is on. Set to go for race 8. Started with the button. Racing. Starters Delight, they bounced as one with the player dropping out to last. Here's a good go for the early lead. Meadows Doro using barrier 1. Miss Cooter quickly on the scene. Shot of Whiskey third away. And Tiger Shark will settle in 4th. Glass of Rosé driving along the rail to be a close 5th. And then Sunny Days. Top Fun and the player. But only 4 lengths span them as they reach the 600 metres. Meadows Doro leading narrowly from Miss Cooter. Tiger Shark is forced to race 3-1 outside the pair. Glass of Rosé lurking 4th on the inside. Shot of Whiskey just behind that division, needing room to move. Sunny Days coming wide, the player sticking to the rail, and Top Fun turned in last. Fully homeward bound, 300 left to Rada. Huxtable riding along Miss Cooter, coming after Meadows Doro. Glass of Rosé, Shot of Whiskey. Tiger Shark putting in generously, and Sunny Days down the outside. Miss Cooter got another go on. Tiger Shark is going with it. Meadows Doro not giving up totally. Miss Cooter's got it narrowly from Meadows Doro. Here's another great finish coming up. They hit it. Oh, photo finish again, and the player drove right through between them. Miss Cooter on the outside, on the inside, Meadows Doro, and the player flashing late. Shot of Whiskey not far away with Top Fun, Glass of Rosé. Tiger Shark peaking. We might have got him a little further back, and Sunny Days is last over the line.
Gee, we've had some terrific finishes today, and again a 3-way finish, but Miss Cooter will get it first up from a spell. As the Chris Munn stable got the Quinella, with the player storming in those famous Tulloch colours, spearing between runners. And then we had Meadows Doro trying to stay on at a decent price, but Justin Huxtable on Miss Cooter, he gets on beautifully with this filly. I think she's his favourite, Justin, and he's had to lift her over the line. They were coming at her on the outside, Tiger Shark first of all. But then have a look at the player, the black sleeves and cap really starting to surge late. He only needed another stride or two, but Miss Cooter gets it. And there's a further photo for second and third between the player and also Meadows Doro. One and a photo. Miss Cooter, so she returns as a 3-year-old filly. She won her first 2 starts by big spaces as a 2-year-old here at Eagle Farm and Doomben. You can see the player, he's sort of held up for a run at this point here. He might have been a little bit stiff as we have a look at the head-on vision. Shot of Whiskey gets the gap. He had a bit of a checkered path up the running. So there were some tidy performances, Bernie, but none more so than Miss Cooter, who carried the top weight, and she gets the cash.
Yeah, well, that's right. We forget sometimes that this was run under handicap conditions, and she has carried 59. So she was entitled to be a little bit vulnerable late in the mix here. And a stablemate, the player, has carried 55.5. But boy, he had the red flashing light. Look out for him next time. We'll have a talk now with Corey, and the winners keep rolling while Mum and Dad are playing in Europe, and they'd be very happy with this.
Yeah, no, he was pretty happy. There was a bit of yelling and screaming going on out the back there, and he still wasn't sure what happened.
You had the FaceTime going, did you?
Yeah, I had that going again.
I got to come and watch this.
Yeah, you should. Next weekend.
So with Miss Cooter, obviously she was first up. She'd had a trial and a jump out, but just looking at her in the yard, not at her absolute peak condition yet here today.
Oh, she's probably 70%, Bernie. Yeah, she's still got to clean up a lot in the coat. She's grown, touch. She's got a lovely hind quarters on her, and just really pleased. She really showed her class today, and it was just fantastic for the O'Tooles to get the result today.
And the player, he was doing his best late.
Yeah, absolutely. His work had been very good through the week, and he was probably a little bit stiff there, some might argue.
We're happy with her. Well done.
Very good. Happy with the Quinella.
Indeed. You can't do much better than that. 1 beats 8, 9 and 11. All right, let's have a chat now with winning jockey Justin Huxtable, and I know she'd be one of your favourites. And boy, you had to work today.
Yeah, she's taken me on a fairly enjoyable ride over the last 2 seasons, and pretty proud of her to come back now as a 3-year-old and put the score on the board just how she began her career. And to be honest with you, I was coming in today, I thought condition was going to be vulnerable late in the piece, but the thing that made me so proud of her today was that she's had to do it the hard way, and she's extremely tough down the running and fought off more or less a full field. So whatever she's done today, she's going to improve on immensely.
Absolutely. I mean, each horse was having a crack and she was fighting them off, and it was the stablemate dashing at you late.
Yeah, as said to Kyle pulling up, I said, surely you haven't beat me. But like I said, she was extremely tough today, and she's fended quite a few of them off, and she was able to put that little nose out in front right where it mattered, and it's onwards and upwards for her from now on.
Well done.
Thank you.
Red light turned on, all set. Starter has a last look down the line. All ready. Racing Brisbane. Jumped at a good line, although the second favourite, Esky, wasn't well served at the start. It's last on settling down, and for good measure, Rosovo's out with it. So the two big guns of the betting are second last and last. Up the other end, Socrates and Amakwa showing early speed. Bentley Magic third away, and Magic and Me driving inside that trio. Desert Miss not too far away. Then came Enough, he said, followed by Two Smoking Barrels, Beaufort Park. Then She's a Firecracker, Raging Pole, Rosovo and Esky, second last and last. Tempo Only Fair with just over 1,000 left to run. Namakwa set up shop in front and leads Socrates by a length. Magic and Me is going to secure the box seat. Third over on the inside. One away, Bentley Magic in four. Enough, he said, of the club colours fifth the rail inside of Desert Mist, who's one off the rail, dead set centre field. Then Two Smoking Barrels on the outside of She's a Firecracker, followed by Beaufort Park. Esky now third last. Raging Pole second last, and Rosovo ridden patiently by Ormond at the tail, 8 off the lead. Heading towards the 600 metres, Namakwa almost joined by Socrates. Bentley Magic peeled out 3 wide. Magic and Me's had a good run but needs a run. Then came Desert Mist coming 4 wide. Enough, he said, and She's a Firecracker just behind them. Esky's trying to make ground to the rail. Beaufort Park between runners. Rosovo is trying to navigate a path between runners, and then came Raging Pole. One on the straight, Namakwa and Socrates battling it out. Enough, he said, charged at the pair. Then came She's a Firecracker. Down below the 200 metres, She's a Firecracker is now trying to get the run inside of Enough, he said. Then Socrates and Namakwa. She's a Firecracker now drove to the lead. She's a Firecracker pulled away and won. Beat home Socrates. And third over the line was Enough, he said. Not sure about fourth. You've got Namakwa there with Esky. Rosovo, best work late. Beaufort Park not far away. Then Magic and Me, followed by Desert Mist. Then came Raging Pole. Second last, Two Smoking Barrels, and Bentley Magic pulling up quickly at the tail end.
Number 14 is the winner. She's a Firecracker. And we heard just prior to the race, Tim telling us that this has been a big go. Ended up paying $10.10 on the UTAB there, and $2.10 the place. Beautiful ride by Bailey Wheeler. Midfield the fence. And she's won by around about a length. A close photo for second, third and fourth. There was a little bit of scrimmaging in the home straight there. I'm not sure what happened. Enough, he said, might have been shifting inwards. Socrates and Enough, he said, is in that photo for second and third. And then maybe Rosovo or Namakwa back behind those. This is the head-on vision in the home straight, and Bailey Wheeler in the white colours is waiting for a run to appear. He ends up getting that run between horses, and she puts the ears back to Firecracker. They're camp drafting her. Enough, he said, on the outside, laying all over her, Bernie, but she is a Firecracker. She picked herself up late, and I think all honours with the winning trainer. He's kept her up for so long, Liam Birchley.
He's back, Maxie. Liam Birchley's back to his best with the Metro winner here today. Liam, you produced her 4 times in July for 2 wins. 2-week break here today. How confident were you?
Well, it was only the track. If she handled the track, I thought she's weighted terrifically. She drew well. The rider knew her well and rides her well. And, you know, I really thought that she'd be really in the thick of things, but the market didn't seem to reflect that early.
Yeah, I'm not sure why. Tim Payne said it was a shocking result for Tab if she were to win, so we're sorry for Tim.
Yeah, so am I. Had a little bit of a nibble, so it worked out okay.
She travelled beautifully throughout the run as well, and she really had to barge through that run when it got tight.
Yeah, he showed a lot of confidence with the ride. He got back and he really weaved his way through, but he was confident with horse before the race, and it's always good to see. And he's emerging young rider, and he's doing everything right. He's got a terrific record for me, so I can't bag him.
Not at all. Great to have you back. Well done.
Good, Bernie. Thanks very much.
All right, Liam Burch, a quick word now with Bailey. Well done, and you rode this an absolute treat.
Yeah, it worked out. I drew soft and ended up being 4 or 5 back to fence and showed very well throughout. I was quite concerned on straining. Just there was a wall of runners, and I was unsure where I was going to go, but there was a sniff of a run. I took it when I could, and it got a bit tight, but I was able to get through and get the chocolate. So she's done a great job, this mare. She's come from a Class 2 at Sunshine Coast to win last time and come to town on a Saturday. She's done a great job, and all credit has to go to Mr. Birchley.
And you, well done.
Thank you.
All right, there he is, winning jockey Bailey Wheeler, doing a superb job. That's it for racing here today at Eagle Farm. We've had the most amazing day with the launch of the National Pony Racing Series. We're going to leave you with some great colour of that. We're off to a short break and more to come at Kembla.